This is Dabu 7, and we definitely have something huge going on across the country here in terms of substations being attacked. For those that don't know, we had North Carolina hit, and then we had an event in South Carolina that I reported on as well. New information coming to light showing that we have multiple attacks hitting the Pacific Northwest. This has happened ever since Thanksgiving Day. They have been ongoing. There have been at least 6 different attacks on substations in Oregon and Washington state. So when you add this to what's happened in the Carolinas, you can now say that we have substations here in America that are getting attacked coast to coast or on both coasts. Now, on the West Coast and the Pacific Northwest, they did the same thing. They shot these places up with bullets. They broke in with vehicles, breaking down gates. And they also did some other things, like throwing chains across bus bars, causing everything to blow all the fuses. They say that whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. They put a warning out on all the stuff up in the Pacific Northwest, and the very next day is when the events took place in North Carolina. To me, this is all highly suspicious. And when you go through this whole thing and you try to get to the bottom of what's going on, of course, the feds are investigating it. And the feds say there's a bunch of online chatter from extremist groups calling for this, and they're even showing people how to do it. Really? Who are they? Didn't you see, if you saw the video, why didn't you go get them? How was it you guys are just sitting back watching these fools popping off stuff on YouTube or wherever, but yet you haven't taken them down? Can somebody answer me that? How come when the feds are always investigating these fools, it's always too late? Or there's always a suspect that had engagements with an agent before it happened or something crazy. Well, we've got some suspect stuff going down here, and this could very well be a beta run to lights out in this country. Okay? They are shooting up, they are attacking substations on both coasts. People need to be aware of it, so when you wake up one day here in the not too distant future and everything's in the dark, well, you know who did it. And it's not going to be extremist, your everyday American out here that did it. Okay? It's going to be someone that was trained by someone nefarious that did it, so they can point the finger at Americans and say, you're the bad guy. You see what's going on here, America? I hope so. Hit that subscribe button. Join me on Twitter for the live updates. And join me for the live streams Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Dabu 777, where I talk about this and a whole lot more, censorship free. Much love.
Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakadash, which in the Paleo Hebrew tongues, create names of Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister brothers living this truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you just heard from the whistleblower, now, Yahshua, I knew about 2 of the attacks on the electrical grid, the substations. I knew about 2 of them. But listen to the whistleblower, I didn't know there were 6. So what that lets me know is that this is not a coincidence, and this is an inside job. So we have 6 electrical grid substations going down, got attacked, vandalized in 4 different states: Oregon, Washington, North and South Carolina. Now, what I'm saying is Esau is desperate. Esau is very desperate. He got to swing for the fences. He has to get back control of the narrative. This truth, the truth that Yahweh Shah has these devils under a microscope. They've been exposed very bad. So now the devil has to create what they call the distractions. He has to make something like, look over here, focus on this. Quit talking about Hebrew Israelite stuff. Talk about, I'm about to put you in the dark. You know, and that's what the devil doing. And it's good to pay attention to that too, though, because they're about to do an operation, what they got, an Operation Dark Winter. Because you had Creepy Joe say that when he first came into office. He said, we're going into a dark winter. You know, look that up. And lo and behold, here we go. And I got to think about it too, Yahshua. Like, if you want to get back control the narrative, you gotta like swing for the fences. And what better way is to take people's power away? Because they causes panic, it causes chaos, and then in the chaos, you can come and establish order. Because that's what the devil do. He do order out of chaos. So now we're seeing, like, they can knock out all the power. They keep blaming on a solar flare, or they could blame it on Russia, or they can blame it on whoever, a terrorist attack. But pretty much we know the results that they're trying to get. They want to put everybody in a bad way so they can run down your street with a bullhorn. Talk about, come to my facility. I have water, I have food, and I have shelter. Just come here. And if you go there, it's going to be a camp. And we already know they're going to do to you in there. So, just like a good watchman, hey, I'm blowing the trumpet, y'all, so I'll let you know what this devil is doing. So, to counter that, I say with the last little bit of Federal Reserve notes, which is your money that you have, get off-grid things. Especially like, say, if you don't have a gas stove or a fireplace, get like a heater that doesn't need to be plugged in, or get you a generator. Get you something that you can keep power or heat in your house. That way you don't have to go with this devil's plan. You ain't got to go to his shelter, his camp. You don't want to be scared and desperate in this time. Because we giving you forerunner, let you know that this is the move this devil about to make. Because he has to make something big and drastic. This devil, he's behind the clock. And he losing. So he going to make a very desperate move to put you in a desperate situation so he can get back on top of you. But we, like us, hopefully like the sheep, we ain't about to let that happen. Like we watching this devil. We let you know this devil's moves. So to offset that, like, do those things, what I just said, Yasharala, that way you prepared, especially if Yahushua blessed you with the money to do it. If you can afford a generator, get you one. Preferably solar powered. That way, like, solar powered generators are like, I see the best, because then you don't need Esau to generate power in your home. So if you have the means, get one of those. I say get like a portable heater that doesn't need to be plugged in. I seen one that's battery operated. I'm thinking about getting that myself, purchasing that way I can, keep at least a room warm. So when this devil talking about come to this place, I'm not complying with that. I know what you're gonna do in those camps and do with your military forces. And this whole event is to flush out Jake. Now, they're gonna do it to everybody, but they really want Jake though. Jake, Yasharala, us, we're the prime targets of this attack. Like, I can see them, they can even say Jake is doing it and label us domestic terrorists. Go get some dudes with fringes, pay them to have some fringes on, had them film blowing up a substation. I told you, the Hebrew Israelites ain't no good. They terrorists. They can run that scenario, if they wise. So be on the lookout for that, Yasharala. But nonetheless, no, this is a move by Esau. Like the whistleblower said, like, the FBI know about it, talking to people, but yet you don't do nothing about it. You know why? Because they got FBI help. And he said these people know what they're doing, know how to blow up the substations. Come on, man. Regular people ain't like that. So this is Esau and doing his, a snare, a trap is what it is. And then, like, another snare to look at it too, Yasharala. They can do this, say, blame it on Russia or whatever country, China, North Korea, blame them. And then have people sign up for the military. Like, you want some get back, sign up for the military. We need you. Look what they did to us. So they can increase their military numbers by doing this PSYOP as well. That's another scenario they can use. Like, it's a lot of things Esau can get out of shutting down the power, pretty much. Let's just say it like that. And then look at the timing they're doing. They're going to shut the power off and do a blackout. Not in the summer, in the winter. Where not only do you need your lights, but you need your electric to heat your home. Because if your electric go out, your furnace go out. Everybody ain't got a fireplace. Everybody doesn't have a gas stove. A lot of people have electric stoves. So you just don't have a way of heating your home. You're going to be cold. The Esau going to come out like he did so good. Come to my camp, my facility. It's warm. And if you a 2/3, don't know what's going on, you scared, you going to go. And when you get in there, man, he going to shut them doors like a pig led to the slaughter. And straight, tell you better do this or else. So best not to go. That's why I say my people perish for lack of knowledge. You know, so like a good watchman let you know this is a plot by Esau, the Edomites, your so-called white man, the ones in power. You know, they got the FBI, CIA, they doing this. And they're trying to reset the situation. Because right now, Hebrew Israelite is the talk. Like everybody's talking about that. And the devil's been exposed. So he has to create a natural disaster. I mean, it ain't even natural, just create a disaster in order to, you know, sway the people back to, you know, what he wants them to do. And like, what better way to cut the lights out? You know, Jake gets scared. A lot of people get scared and they ain't got no lights and it's dark. And look, not only dark, but it's dark and it's cold, you know? So that's gonna make me go get this precept right here. Let's start off with this. Cause this is like a military operation, man. Operation Dark Winter, what these devils is doing. So this is Mark 13:8. And it says, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter. These devils know this precept we just read right here. So this devil, you got to think about it. Esau's at his strongest in the winter. Jake don't like the winter. We really don't like the cold, the majority of us. You know, Esau, he does better. He came from a cave. They the caveman. Mount Seir is a cave. So they do good in the cold. They love the cold. That's why they major holidays are in the winter. And then look what the timing of he's doing this blackout. It's in the winter. And what did Yahweh say? Pray ye that your flight not be in the winter, because it's rough, man. Think if it's snowing outside and they cut the lights out. Like, that's going to be real rough. These devils know that. So they let you know that they the devil, because they want to put us to flight in the winter. Not the spring, not the summer, but the winter. Now you're going to run your operation blackout. You know, so these devils know what they doing. And I'm going to read 19 too. For in those days shall be affliction, such as not from the beginning of the creation which Yahweh created unto this time, neither shall be. And except the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days. And if you know like I know, the days have been shortened. Like time been flying by. I'm looking like, dang, we about to be in the new year already. Like, camp seems like it come in like every 2 or 3 days now. It don't feel like a full week. It doesn't. So Yahweh definitely shortening the days, and he's doing that for who? For the elect's sake. You know, he's looking to protect the elect who he's chosen. So if you in this truth, listening to these, you know, wise counsel, listen to Yahweh Shah in the house of David, hey, you in a good cause. And like being in this wise counsel gives you advance warning, you know, because us prophets, man, we watching this devil like, you know, like a hawk. We watching him every move he make. So we let you know what the devil's plans, what he about to do. That way you can prepare and you can offset this devil based on what? Having the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah and understanding prophecy. And I might go pull that precept. Being prudent. The prudent foresee the evil and hide themselves. And where are we hiding ourselves? We're hiding ourselves in the secret place of Yahweh Shah. So I didn't have that written down, but the Spirit had me say that. I want to say, is that Proverbs? There we go. I knew it was Proverbs. I couldn't think which one though. But check it out. This is Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. See, the 2/3 are not paying attention to what's going on. They're not, you know, up. They worry about stupid stuff like if the Lakers gonna get some help and things of that nature. We over here watching this devil and him over here doing these blackouts and taking out, you know, power stations, substations. You know, we're being prudent. We're foreseeing the evil because we know Esau plotting. We know Esau trying to, you know, he's seeking to take our life away from us. He's seeking to retrofit us with a device. So we watching this devil. That's what we watching, man. And like the scripture say, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself. But the simple pass on and are punished. And the 2/3 are dropping like flies every single day. Why? Because they're not being prudent. And they're not looking for the evil days. They don't even know who the evil wicked man is. They don't know who Esau is. They don't know. So since I say that, let's go see. He hide himself. Let's go. Check this out. Line upon line, precept upon precept, Yasharala. So where are we hiding ourselves? Check it out. This is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So we're hiding in that secret place of the Most High. We under the jurisdiction of Yahweh Shai. That's where we at. And that's the best place you can be to get that hedge of protection. And started that protection is just having the knowledge to foresee the evil days and foresee the evil, which we're seeing it. And this everything Esau doing, he plotting right now. We seeing it in advance. I'm gonna keep my eye on this Yasharala and see, any developments. But we watching this devil. And what I'm letting you know he's gonna do, he might not even do it this winter. It might be later on. But I know they're going to cut the power off. That's one thing they're gonna do before they make their move. Like blockade and siege. They ain't gonna let you to be comfortable in your house. No. This devil has to flush you out. Because he wants you to come to him. And the best way for him to do that is to cut your power off. Because a lot of people can't do without their power. Like Esau, like 2/3 Jacob, like, I can't log on Facebook. I can't get on Instagram. And all Esau got to do is say, I got Wi-Fi in my facility, and Jake gonna go. Jacob's gonna go and then get jammed up. Like it said in that scripture, man, the simple passive on and are punished. Like, you should have known who Esau was. You should have known what Esau doing. You need to know what's going on at this time. They done did too much to me for you to be setting her in this peace and comfort and not paying attention. Like, they ran that whole scenario, that C-19 scenario. Come on, man. That wasn't just for no reason. That should have your antennas up like, hold up. What are y'all doing? What's going on? Like, you need to be pondering on that. So let's go to this precept. Let's go to 1 Peter. And I'm watching this. I know he loving this. I pull this precept all the time. All the time, man. That's how I know about this one. And check it out. It's a very good precept. And it tells where we need to be at right now. So this is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour. So it's describing Esau right now, man. Esau, he's roaring right now. With him cutting out them, blowing up them substations, cutting out people's power, man, that's Esau roaring. That's Esau I'm coming for you, Jake. I'm coming for you. I'm about to cut your power out, man, Jake, man. Esau's looking to jump on Jake with his military. Because, like, they can also use that to create martial law. They can create a lot of civil unrest if you cut all the power out and you in a blackout. So that the scripture say be sober, be vigilant. So they don't be drunk, don't be drunk off no Babylon juice. And it said be vigilant, man. That means we got to be up, moving. We got to be moving like a military, man. Like what they doing over there? Okay, I got this, man. We're going to band together. We're going to do this. If you are blessed to be around some other hopeful elect, it's time to be vigilant, man. Be on top of this, man. Research it, man. Like, why are y'all destroying power stations? Why don't y'all have no security watching them? Where's your cameras at? Why is the FBI not doing nothing about that? So you can protect you can go overseas and take people's resources, but you mean to tell me you can't protect some power stations in these states? You can't even get a flashlight security guard, or is that what you're telling me? So, hey, we on top of that, man. And they let you know these devils are doing that. That's planned, because he's looking like a roaring lion. He's looking to set Jake up with a snare and a trap, because that's what that is. And he want to flush Jake out so he can do what he need to do to Jake. And like you can't even access your bank when the power go out. Banks is gonna go out. So if you ain't got no cash on hand, so it's time to, I say, man, keep as much cash on you, Yasharala. Like, I wouldn't be keeping my money in banks right now, because anything can happen, then you won't be able to access your money. Then they could crash the dollar. They can use a situation like, the power going out. We doing this, we doing that. We switching over to this. Now, if you need to get it, go get this device and then report to this camp and you'll be taken care of. Like, that's a scenario this devil could do. That's what he's seeking to do. This is the start of it. And I'm like, 6? You done had 6 power stations get blew up. That's way too many right there. Way too many. Lets me know that they're doing that. No, that's a snare and a trap, man. So like that precept we just read right there, hey, Esau, who is the devil, he's roaring right now. And he's seeking who he may devour. And if you are not paying attention, you're gonna be ones gonna get devoured by Esau. You're gonna be dead in by the sword. Because the sword, Esau is the sword of Yahweh Shah. He uses it to punish the wicked of his people. Because they listen and follow after Esau instead of following after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So we're not gonna feel bad even you 2/3 get their judgment, because that's your fault. Because we've been out here, especially me and my Aki, we've been on the highway and hedges for 2 years now. Video epistles, we got Apostle Elder been doing this for 40 plus years. You should know, or you should have been seeking what's going on. Because Yahweh has put out plenty of warning. He even made some coons say that we the real people. So, hey, man, it's no excuses right now. So I'm gonna go get this right here. Let's go get Psalms 64:5. And this reads, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of land snares privily. They say, who shall see them? And see, that's talking about Esau. They always conduct themselves in an evil matter. Edomites, that's all they programmed to do evil, because they're the devil. And it said they commune of land snares privily. Esau loved, man, he started out laying bear traps. The cunning hunter. Now at the point they elaborate with their traps and snares, man. They cut the power off and, have you in a bad way. You run out there in the military, jump on your butt, yeah, we smoked them out. Because they doing this on purpose. And like the scripture says, they say, who shall see them? But see, we can answer that question. Guess who sees them? Yahweh Shah. And if Yahweh Shah see you, guess who else see you? The prophets. We see you. And we calling it out. We calling it out. We letting you know the devil is trying to smoke out Jake. And he's going to cut your power off, Jake. That's what this devil's about to do. He's going to cut your power off and hope that you cold, hungry, and then he going to want you to run to him for help. Woe to them that go to Egypt for help. You're going to go to Esau's military for help, and then they're going to, treat you badly, man. They're going to, take away your rights, have you off in there and try to, what they call it, re-education. And they might get to the point where they tell you, like, you want to be released, I got to tag you with a device. That's why I'm going to release you to get up out of here. So, like, don't get caught up in that. Don't fall for the okie doke. Or like me and Ox say, the 52 fake out. Because the devil's looking to set you up, man. Just like the precept said, that's a snare. He's laying a snare. And he's doing it like right in your face. Like, come on, man. Then they run all kind of BS stories. They said they could run a story and say Russia doing this. And I'm like, no. This is an inside job. They're doing it. Using, they could be using Black Lives Matter. They could be using Antifa. Any little organization that Esau funds, he can use to do this. And it's nothing but a big snare, a trap. A snare is a trap. And it's, like I said, it's to do this to put you in a bad way. So then you look to him for help, to help you. And a lot of 2/3, they look to Esau for help, man. They think America, Babylon the Great is for them, and they got rights, and this country loves them. And I'm like, man, you should know by now. No, they don't. And we let you know this snare, this trap is to, retrofit you with a device. It's to tag you. That way they can keep tabs on you and know where you at, and they want to, put more oppression on you, more control. Esau seeks more control. He looks really to destroy you while you're still living. Because Esau knows what that means when he put a device in your body. Now he knows you're not acceptable to Yahweh Shah anymore. So he has destroyed that connection, and he's took away your salvation by putting a device in your body. And that's what this devil is seeking to do. That's what all these moves are about, is to get you to take that thing. That way he ain't got to worry about you no more. And then, like, you're tagged. You're in the system. You're on the grid. He done put the technology of your cell phone in your body. And therefore, he can track your vital signs, your whereabouts. Like, he can sit back in a room, push a button, and a drone will come out and get you. Because you're GPS tracked now. That's what this devil's going, man. He wants they call it a technocracy, where technology rules everything. That's where we're going with this global reset. And he has to destroy the current system, which goes into destroying the power grid, you know, all the little functions of the society. He's gonna destroy all of that. And then he's seeking to usher in a new system to where that's gonna be the rules. Like, it's like a story I read when I was in 8th grade called Brave New World. You know, check that story out, Yashrala. Like, that's the society Esau wants to set up. I'm like, this devil done wrote a whole book about it. You know, they got another book, what's that, 1984, George Orwell. I need to check that. I heard about it, but I haven't read that book for myself. I might need to check that out. But I've read that book of Brave New World. When I look at the moves Esau's doing, I'm like, this devil done, he done put a book out on what he want to do. Because we're going to society that's based just on that book, man. Which, let me see. And it's just for, like, you know, reading purposes. That's all that is. So let me see. Let's go to DuckDuck, because I don't like to be tracked. This book, if you got time, man, they're gonna do just like that book, Brave New World. You know, that's what Esau's gonna do. You know, but so they're gonna retrofit you with a device, and to get that going, you know, they have to destroy the system, and part of destroying the system is destroying the power grid, the infrastructure of this place, and it starts with the power, the electricity, the lights out, like they do when you go into prison, lights out. You know, they do that to you, and hey, if you don't know what's going on, man, you're gonna go right for it. And so they know there's certain people that's set up to offset that. So that's the ones they're gonna send their military to. That's why we need Yahweh Shah to make it through this. That's the only way we're gonna make it through this. We gotta have the Lord with us. The Lord has to be with us to make it through this. Because Esau knows who's gonna comply, who's not gonna comply, based on the scenario he ran earlier. So they got what they call them contingency plans, and they're going to run it because Esau is looking to be successful. But we know through the scriptures that he's not going to be successful because of what we just said. Yahweh Shah is going to upset this devil. Like, Yahweh Shah about to show Esau he run it. Like, I let you, you know, have your way for a little bit because my people weren't doing right. But now that they doing right, the remnant, the hopeful elect, I heard him. I hear them. And I'm going to bust you up on their behalf because I have plans for my hopeful elect. I'm about to set up a whole righteous kingdom based on those, my people right there. The elect, they know about me. They know what I acquire. They've been praying to me. So Yahweh Shah's like, I'm about to show my power, man. It's been a long time coming. Long time coming. But I'm about to show this devil who I love. I'm about to show him who I love. So things like this will give me comfort, Yashua. Thinking of that, like, we just read in that precept, man. He said for the elect's sake, he should shorten the days, man. Come on, man. Yahweh gonna slow down, and he gonna, well, not slow down, he gonna speed up the spinning of this world, the time, for our sakes, man. That's power right there. That's love right there. So if our power is gonna do something like that for us, why should we fear this devil? And the reason the devil's doing all this because the devil's scared, because he know about our power. He know about it. And so he can't do nothing against our power. Only person he can do something against is us. So like a bully, he's looking to jump on us. And hey, we're going to holler out for our protection. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And look for those miracles. So we can like tell this devil and show him like, yeah, you see what happened to your military? That's my power at work. That's what happened, devil. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yasharala, Detail Baba Bob, Shalom.